Looks like I missed a lot while I was gone.
You did, yes.
Kept getting all these lightning alerts.
Yeah, we had the intense lightning over the weekend and obviously the heavy rainfall and the flooding that we had to deal with for parts of our community through the day on Sunday. I don't think today is going to be quite as severe in terms of how much rain we have out there, and it's not going to be as long lasting, kind of back to more of a typical summertime pattern. But the main focus right now is what's going on in the tropics, something we really haven't seen before this early in the hurricane season, especially with a major hurricane, the earliest that we've seen a Category 4 hurricane develop in the Atlantic Basin. It is down to Category 3 strength. Right now, winds drop from 130 to 120, but we're really splitting hairs here. It's still an extremely powerful storm. And based on the presentation this morning on the satellite, it looks like it's actually trying to gain a little more strength in the part of the eye wall. It's getting a bit stronger. And the biggest question we get here, obviously, as we watch from Southwest Florida, how confident are we that this is not going to take a turn to the north? And the answer is very confident that it's going to actually stay south of Florida, just because we've got this big protector, this ridge of high pressure that is really going to strengthen and set in over the southeastern U.S. And that's going to direct the storm basically far south of us and to the west. It could bend a little bit more here to the north, but with that ridge of high pressure set up over Florida, it's not going to be a track that would favor, or a weather setup that would favor, a strike over the southeastern U.S. So it continues to push west over the western Caribbean as we head into Thursday morning on July 4th, and we're looking at strong consensus with our forecast computer models, what we call these spaghetti plots. There is a little bit more disagreement once we get larger spread here and farther out in time, as you would expect. And then by the end of the week, it looks like anywhere from the Yucatan Peninsula into the southwestern Gulf of Mexico. This is around Monday morning at 4:30. So no models wanting to bring it over toward us. And right now, as we look at what else is happening in the tropics, there's a couple more things. We've got Tropical Storm Chris. This is actually over land now, over the far eastern portion of Mexico. And then another area we're tracking with a 70% chance to develop that is still a few thousand miles away from the U.S. It's too early to speculate if this will have any kind of impact on the U.S. because it could either end up getting torn apart here by some of the more unfavorable conditions. It might not have completely favorable conditions like we saw with Hurricane Beryl, but you can see with the spaghetti plot showing a general path toward the Lesser Antilles, and a couple models, couple outliers wanting to bring it north. But I think this is a system that will likely make it again into the Eastern Caribbean, which is really rare for this time of year to see a system make it there. Usually it's not until August, September, and October. Currently on the NBC2 First Alert Live Doppler radar, much quieter than we ended the day yesterday. We're not tracking any rain over us right now. That will change as we get into the afternoon, though, as we start to see some daytime heating. There's not quite as much instability in energy in the atmosphere today compared to what we saw yesterday. Now, the storms that develop could still be on the stronger side, but I just don't think it's going to be as widespread, not quite as wet and wild compared to what we saw yesterday. But still, clearly, some scattered storms will be developing really anywhere in Southwest Florida today, but I think the prime spots will be along and east of I-75. Temperatures on the way up to the low to mid-90s today, pretty classic for early July in Southwest Florida. And looking at tonight's forecast, those storms that we're tracking slowly fading away after sunset, and temperatures cooling off into the upper 70s. Heat index today, that's something that you're going to notice, up above 100 degrees. Yeah, so it's going to be a scorcher, and temperatures will continue to get a boost as we get closer to July 4th. 94 for Wednesday, Thursday, into the upcoming weekend. So not a big change in our temperatures, and I'm not seeing much of a change in our rain pattern for the afternoons. Each day we'll see that chance for some scattered storms, but primarily during the afternoon. That's your NBC2 First Alert forecast.